Hey everybody, how's it going? The Johnny Cage here, welcoming you back for more Pokemon, and guess where we're at? Oh yeah, we're going into the Safari Zone. You've all been waiting for it, and we're finally here. I haven't been in the Safari Zone in forever, so let's check it out. Let's see all the craziness that's inside of it. I can't wait to see. There's probably a bunch of eggs that are gonna attack me, gang rape me with those executes. Anyhow, so we're finally here, guys. I cut off the rest of that whole running the gauntlet thing. It's just really boring. It's the same Pokemon. I think I said enough about the new guys that I have on my team beforehand. Ooh, look, a rest house. Wow, that's amazing. They have everything in the Safari Zone. But anyhow, we're gonna run through some fights here. Probably end up running to a lot of normal Pokemon. This was just completely blind go through the Safari Zone. I don't remember much about it, other than the fact that you get Surf at the end of it. And there's probably some pretty good stuff in here, dude. The Warden's teeth are in here, and you have to give the Warden his teeth to get strength. I remember that much. But we're just gonna try to find some relatively different Pokemon, at least. And, I plan on using any of them that I find in the Safari Zone, because I have not spent much time in the Safari Zone. I have not used any Pokemon, I don't think, that you get out of the Safari Zone. So, we'll see what we get here. But anyhow, we're making our way through. You only get so many steps, and I completely forget where to go. As you can see, I'm just some sort of rambling idiot that gets lost in the high grass of the Safari Zone. But here's an Execute. So let's throw some bait at it. I have no idea how this mechanic really works. If a Pokemon just looks like he's aggressive, I kind of just throw a bait at him to make him more timid. And if he looks like, I don't know, I mean, I can't see a benefit of throwing a rock at him if I'm trying to be realistic about it, because that just, if you throw a rock at something, a wild animal, let's say, assuming that Pokemon are wild animals, we know that they're wild, that's for sure, but I would imagine they would just run away. But apparently some of them just like getting pelted in the heads with rocks. I don't know. I don't get it. But, Pokemon are weird like that. I'm trying to capture a grouping of eggs right here. That kind of speaks volumes of the situation we're in. And what do you know? Hey, we got it. Execute was caught. I was not planning on getting an Execute because I don't particularly like them. I've never really raised one that far, but I have used them before in the past. And, I don't know, they're Psychic and Grass, and they're just a weird mix. And I don't know, I've never known anyone that's really enjoyed using them, even when you get them up to an Executor. There's such a strange mix. I think it just doesn't work. It doesn't work on either end. It doesn't work on the Psychic end, and it doesn't work on the Plant end, in my opinion. But he is at least another Plant Pokemon, and there are not a lot of them, especially if you didn't go with Bulbasaur as your starter. So I guess you gotta take it for what it is. And we'll go with Eggman, a little homage to Sonic there. I just wanted to give a real quick shout out to a good friend of mine, Tornado CSA. He's a really good personal friend of mine. I've known him for like 10 years plus. And right now he is a huge Star Trek fan, and he is playing Star Trek Online. He's been playing it since it came out, and every week he's coming out with a brand new video, a walkthrough on a different mission in the game. Very detailed analysis, believe me. I've watched his first one. It's really great. Check him out if you get the chance, because he knows what he's talking about. And if maybe you're interested in playing a new MMO, something different from World of Warcraft, check it out, because it seems like there's a strong community there in Star Trek Online, and it seems like they got a lot going on, even though you don't hear about it all the time. So, and if you're a Trekkie especially, I wouldn't consider myself a Trekkie, but I am a big fan of Star Trek The Next Generation, and that game certainly looks appealing. I will not lie about that, but especially if you can pay the subscription fee, because I am too poor to be able to pay a subscription fee at the moment, but maybe down the line. Maybe. So we got another Execute. I did not plan on catching another one, but we're going to go with Egg Woman, and there's no way I'm touching that one. That's just not going to get used. We're not going to do the dual Executes, the classic dual Execute run that everyone tries to prove that you are a master of the Executes. The executing, if you will. Good lord, another one. They're everywhere in here. They just won't leave me alone. Oh, good god. Well, I guess I can try to use my rod if I can figure out how to navigate the menu. Come on, rod. I know you're in here somewhere. Are you over there? No? Yes? Why am I having trouble finding my rod? There we go. And I've got the good rod now at this point, too, which it will help me catch a whole slew of new Pokemon. Let's see what we got. Ooh, a Goldeen! Alright, now there's a Pokemon infamous for Smash Brothers, probably more than anything, because you get it, and it's as useless as a Magikarp is in that game. But I've never really raised one up to Sea-King before. You don't hear anything about them, really. I don't know, if anyone's raised a Goldeen and had a good experience with one, let me know, because never really used one before. We got something there, totally missed what it was. It's some sort of TM I probably won't use. Oh, there's a Protein. Oh man, the days of going back and forth through the Elite Four and getting enough money to go to the Celadon store and buy proteins and carbos and whatever calcium to, you know, increase the stats of your Pokemon. Those are the days. But here's a Rhyhorn. I've never used a Rhyhorn before either. They're pretty common in the Safari Zone and never known anyone to use one. They're just, I don't know, they're interesting looking. They definitely look like they're strong. But, I don't know, again, the fact that I don't hear anything about certain Pokemon leads me to believe that they're really not that good, and I gotta get a lot better at using these damn Safari Balls, because I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I was gonna throw a rock at this guy. I mean, now he's just pissed off. Now, for all intents and purposes, I should be gored through the stomach and be a dead body lying in the Safari Zone that no one will ever find, because it's too expensive to go into the Safari Zone. It's actually not that bad. Price-wise, it's really good, but, it's a real shame you still have to pay for it, because I would have probably spent more time going through here. And I kid you not, I went through here at least, I would say 30 times. At least 30 times. I eventually went online and looked for a walkthrough of where to go to get the really rare Pokemon. And this was just my very first time going through, completely blind for you guys. So I got the Rhyhorn. Let's see. What should we go with now? Oh, it's so hard for me to come up with nicknames on the fly, especially when I wasn't even planning on necessarily... Well, I was planning on getting these Pokemon, but I don't think of names for these guys ahead of time. We're just gonna go with Drill Man. Yeah, why not? I started doing a lot of Mega Man Robot Masters, but I think we're gonna stop. I think Drill Man will probably be the last one. But I thought Starman was actually a really appropriate name for Staryu, so I stand by that one. That was really good. Oh, but anyways, so, oh, good lord, so many Nidorans in here. They're really annoying. I can't believe how terrible they're just, I shouldn't say terrible. They're not terrible. They're pretty good if you get them up to Nidoqueens. I prefer Nidoking myself, but, that's just me. You know, go with the stronger male side of things. Okay, let's see, where the hell am I now? Request notice. Oh, right, though, it is just for the golden teeth. And look, they're right there. How could someone have missed them? Not only that, but they were pleasantly packaged in a Pokeball for you to pick up on your way. I've only got 139 steps left. Double team. Oh, there's a completely useless TM. Just great. Just what I needed. Oh, here we go. We went all that way, and we've found the secret house. It's so secretive. No one's ever managed to get here before. And we get Surf, which is... you know, I've said over and over again already. I sound like a broken record in these Pokemon videos, I bet, but Surf is one of the best moves in the game. If a Pokemon is able to have Surf, even though they're HMs, so you can't take them off once you put them on, that's just an insanely powerful move. So you might as well go with it. Alright, well we're probably less than 100 steps left in here, so let's bring out the rod. Let's try to do some fishing, because that's one of the benefits of fishing in the Safari Zone, is that it doesn't require you to use any steps when you do it. And I know that they've got Dratini's in here, and I'm really thinking I'm going to pick one up here. I have used one before. I did not get it up to Dragonite, though. I got it up to Dragonair, and I found it to be a really hard Pokemon to use. I think that probably the benefit of once you get it up to Dragonite is well worth it, well worth the effort. You know, there are definitely Pokemon that are like that, where you really have to fight to get them up to that level. But once you get them to that evolution, they can really kick ass. You know, Abra is a great example, because if you don't have any TMs to give that guy, you just have to bring him in and out of battle to give him experience, because he has no fighting moves in the beginning. Oh, there's a Chansey! Oh my gosh, it's a Chansey! Oh, Chansey's really weird, but I've got some people that said I should use one just for the heck of it, but I'm pretty sure Chansey has absolutely no attack. It's just got some strange healing moves and other weird things. I think it has a move where can it like heal your Pokemon that's in battle even when like Chansey's like out of battle or something like that. I think that I'm probably wording that really poorly, but I think it can do something like that. That's really cool healing wise. And I've never had one before, and they're pretty hard to catch. and they're proving to be still just as hard to catch as I remember. Oh man, okay, one more. Come on. Come on! See, this is my strategy. This is the amateur Pokemon trainer's strategy for catching Pokemon in the Safari Zone. Keep throwing the balls! I mean, they give you 30 of them, and I can't see, you know, I'm not very experienced with the Safari Zone, but I cannot see anyone going through all 30 of the balls in the Safari Zone. You've got to be, like, constantly running into Pokemon. But actually, this is a good place to have a Staryu, because a Staryu, one of his abilities that he might have when you capture him is that he increases the amount of chance encounters that you run into. So if you have him as your lead Pokemon in the Safari Zone, I'm not completely positive, but I'm pretty sure he increases the amount of times that you run into Pokemon here. So that's at least a theory of mine. Maybe someone can back me up on that. I'm not positive at all. So, but it's pretty cool. It's good for leveling them up, that's for sure. Because you don't have to sit there and you know, go back and forth and try to find Pokemon here and there. So good level grinding Pokemon for sure. Oh, we're not finding anything though, and we are coming close to the end of my time. Oh, ding dong, that's it, guys. Oh, well, that was my first run through the Safari Zone. I'm gonna use out the Rhydon and the Execute, but anyhow, this has been the Johnny Cage. Subscribe, like, comment if you have not. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.